Hi guys, I'm back, and what better way to go back than to go back in time. I'm going to show you what my makeup used to look like in high school. So I've been on hiatus for like, I don't know, 2-3 months now, just because I haven't really felt like filming. I haven't been feeling YouTube. I've been busy with other things, putting like my free time towards other things on my Instagram, and I just haven't felt like filming, to be honest. But yeah, I'm here now, so let's get into it, and I'm really scared. So I went to high school, well, in the UK we call it like secondary school, community college. I went to secondary school, let's say, back in 2007 to 2011. So I was one of the, my year group was the lucky ones. Like, we started year 7 in 2007 and ended in 2011. So like, my first year of high school was year 7, 2007, year 8, 2008, and so on. And that's like not gonna happen for like another like 100 years? Probably 100 years, yeah. I was like one of the lucky ones. And the big thing in school with girls was they loved to go all out. They loved to have this orange cakey face with the classic line and covering their lips with concealer and literally applying their life with mascara up and down until it looked like crusty spider legs, which was never a good look. I never went for that. I went for, even worse, I went for very subtle, which is like so not me now. I cannot go out without makeup on. Like, it's hard for me. So let's start off with the base. I have used, this has been like, I need a new one, this is so rubbed out. This is my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, which I still use today, but I literally lived with this stuff when I was younger. I used to think it was so good at covering all my blemishes. I used to just put this on my face, just this. I don't know how I thought that would ever work. And this brush is like centuries old. This is my mum's old one, I stole from hers. And it's just so grubby and tacky, and like, it's really, that's not supposed to happen. And I only just washed it the other day, and I didn't actually realise the actual colour was coral. It's that bad. Yeah, so I thought, I've never had like really bad breakout skin, so I thought, you know, if I just wear this, it'll cover up my blemishes, because I've got, you know, quite a lot of red dots and weird spot things and moles, so I thought this would be okay. And this feels so alien. I used to do this every day, and I just cannot remember doing it. I mean, yes I can, but I just can't. Maybe it's the brush, because it's actually clean for once. Oh my god, I just hit pan! Hit pan, guys. Oh my god, that's so bad. So that was my foundation. Yeah, and every now and then, when I felt like, oh okay, I need to wear foundation today, I just feel like wearing foundation. I used to wear, I don't have it with me, it's like this Rimmel Lasting Perfection, the red cap foundation, which was actually quite good, but it was obviously like 2 shades too dark for me. It was orange, and I used to use my mum's Dream Matte Mousse powder from Maybelline, which I think everybody used back in the day, but that was never for anyone with pale skin tone. That was like shade ivory or like beige or something stupid, because you looked so orange. And I feel like girls back in that day were like ashamed to look pale. Like, the thing was, you had to make your face look orange to make yourself look tanned or something, which is just not how it should be, because if you're pale, you're pale. If you're olive skin, you're olive skin. Just stop pretending, you know. And just using this powder is actually really good, bad for my nose, because my nose is very dry, and obviously made my nose more dry. And I thought this stuff was so good and so pigmented. Even swatching it, you can barely see it. I sometimes treated myself to putting it on my eyes to make it eyeshadow, which was okay in a sense, because it sets your eyes for eyeshadow, but that's all it does. It doesn't show up in your eyes at all. I can barely see it. And I'm not blaming my camera for that, I am blaming the powder. And I've always been like very stubborn with my brows. I only just started wearing powder on my brows to make them like more opaque sort of thing. So I just used to use my groom. I actually only just stopped using this. It's very old. I used to groom my eyebrows up and just soften them down a bit. I thought that was all I needed, but I was very wrong. And the big thing was to make your eyes look very dark. Apparently it's supposed to make them pop. Obviously, kind of makes mine look smaller. But I don't really mind that. I still do this now. Put this on my waterline because I feel like I look really odd with just liquid eyeliner and not coral, what's it called, soft kohl eyeliner. I feel I need to like blacken out my eyes to make it look better. And I didn't wear this, but only in like college. In college I started wearing this. This has always been my go-to eyeliner. I probably will change eventually, but I do love this Glamized Rimmel eyeliner. And I did have this like really bad eyelash curler, and if I curled them, it wouldn't do anything, and I thought it did everything for me. It did absolutely nothing. Obviously now it helps. This one is much better than the one I used to have. The mascara I used to use was from Rimmel London. It was called Scandalised Mascara. This thing was everywhere. You couldn't avoid this. This mascara was used by everybody. It was actually that bad that it ended up showing on 90210 in America. And I was like, oh my god, I have that. And then obviously on there it looks like the best mascara in the world. It was okay, but you know, it wasn't great. But yeah, I used to use that, which I don't have because, you know, it's centuries old. But I have bought it out again, like the reloaded version, and I was going to get it today, but I thought, if I'm not going to, I don't really want the reloaded version, I want the original version, which I can't get, so oh well. But yeah, I used that with my like empty Avon Shock mascara tube, which I don't know how long I've had this, but it is quite old and it's probably full of bacteria, which is gross. But I only use the brush because it like gets rid of all the clumps. My sister actually taught me this trick, and I cannot live without this empty tube right here. It's very sad. So I'm just going to use my MAC one. And I didn't go along with this, you know, technique where you have to go up and then down onto the other side. I am not doing that. It's very weird, and it goes on the top of your eyelid and just makes it look crappy, to be honest. Like, I was quite stubborn with my makeup. I didn't like go along with what all the popular girls had. I did my own thing, even though it was subtle. Another thing was, my mum did have this like Rimmel concealer stick that looked pretty much like a lipstick, like a concealer stick, and like if I had any like, you know, spots or something, I would get that on my face. But my mum has got more olivey skin than me, so it was obviously not my shade, and I didn't have that here with me, and I doubt they even sell it anymore. But I do have my Lasting Perfection Collection concealer, but this is one I accidentally bought, which is too dark for me. God knows why I kept it, but I'm glad I did now. So let's just say, look, I cover that bit and that bit, and some there, this bit, my chin. I just covered all the bits with the red blotches that I could see and pat it in, thinking it would disappear. Got my phone case, and I'm just gonna shine it on my face. Can you? Is that a bit too bright, I think? Yep, you can see all the patchiness. Like how orange that looks. That just looks ridiculously orange. And how red my nose looks right now. And then I used to go with my. Oh my god! Christ, can't believe I did this. Just go in on my powder and set it again. That's what I used to do. This is so embarrassing though. So there you have it. That's how I wore my makeup in high school. Obviously the eyes aren't too bad. The mascara I'm using now is just like phenomenal. So you can't really make my eyelashes look perfect right now because MAC mascara is amazing. And the Scandalised mascara was good, but not as good as this one. I didn't wear anything on my lips. Girls love to put concealer on their lips and blending it in because that was a cool thing, but I just didn't want to do that. So this is what kind of mess I looked like at school. this is so much better. This is what it's supposed to be like, for me anyway. Like, I feel if I could go back in time, like, the one thing I would do is to go up to girls in school and say, look, orange foundation for a pale face is not a pretty look. If you've got a pale face, then get a pale foundation. If you've got an olive face, get an olive foundation. It's just so, you can't fake it, you know, you just gotta own your skin colour. And concealer lips are not a pretty look either. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I've got like no subscribers. It'd be great if I can get some more. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.
I would like to get to know you better.